Nobody panic. I know I'm muted. How's it going? Welcome back. So I have some very bad news to start with. Unfortunately, my neighbor has gotten back from whatever break he was on, which means he's going to be making noise again. Oh man, I heard him screaming just a little bit ago. What the heck happened? I was here for like 5 minutes and things started power failing. Hang on, I gotta check on this first. Oh, it's all the usual stuff. Did my server crash? My server probably crashed. Let me check. You know what? I have no idea. Anyways, how's everyone doing? Welcome back. I don't really have bad news. I'm joking about it, but I'm pretty sure he's a college student or something because the school is coming back up, and that's probably why he's making racket again. So one of the updates that I made to the mic setup, it did increase the gain by just a little bit. So is my mic settings even working? Hang on, let me monitor it. Hello? Yeah, you're working. Okay. But what was I trying to say? Oh yeah, one of the mic settings was to increase the gain by a little bit, so it might pick up more of my neighbor's screaming shenanigans on whatever game he plays. I guess we'll see, right? Anyways, so what we did on the last episode was we beamed it, right? I was setting up the beam line, and I did finish it up. There's a couple things I needed to do. It wasn't really working that much, but I fixed it. So all I pretty much did was change this to a what do you call it? Instead of a advanced docking bus, I just put a regular super bus and then filtered everything with an inverter card so that only the masks will go into here, because that was one of the problems. That was pretty much it. And then I also added all the recipes that we were looking for. So all the recipes should be here. A whole bunch of things. And I'm kind of surprised this stuff makes so many wafers. 76,000 for like a couple of masks. It's kind of crazy. You're here for the streamer look, right? Watch me, I don't even know watch me, but get some experimental parts whenever I finish streaming, right? Okay, so the plan for today, I don't think there's really anything I need to do for the beam line. Well, another thing I did, might as well talk about it. I did have to upgrade the vacuum freezer. I'm giving this 64 amps of UEV now, because it was actually it could not keep up with how much coolant was being consumed, and now it's a steady state, which is always nice for us. So the plan for today, I'm still working on all the bottlenecks in order to craft the Compact Fusion Coils. It's like we can craft it, but the amount of stuff it costs is kind of funny. And we have a lot of bottlenecks. So one of the bigger bottlenecks is actually our circuit crafting. For example, this one needs to craft 32,000 BioWare processors. That's one of these machines. And it's not fast at all. So one of the bigger bottlenecks is actually finishing up our circuit automation and actually expanding it to the grid here that I had intended. I don't think I'm going to do that right now though, because another big issue we have is actually power. So if I check over here, we still have power being crafted. We have a net positive power, but I noticed something kind of funny. I'm running out of heavy Naquadoff fuel. We actually ran out. I checked on this yesterday. I ran out. And this is considered a passive setup. Not really. I just left this running for a while and then I forgot about it. So I'm thinking of setting up like recipes to fully craft this Naquadoff fuel. Is what I'm thinking. And also changing the Mark III crafting to use chromatic glass dust instead. because you get more fuel out of it, which means you spend less of this Naquadol fuel stuff overall. And now, how do we craft chromatic glass dust? Laser engraver spam. We're engraving it today. It's time for spam. So there's a perfect space over here to spam some laser engravers. And what I'm thinking is just having another group of so many of them like this. And also including the recipes for chromatic glass dust and level maintaining it is what I'm thinking. Because if I really want to expand the base, of course, we need more power. More power means I need to be able to craft this stuff. So there's a couple of things, recipes I want to add after we get chromatic glass dust going. Extremely unstable Naquadol dust is one of them. And then we have a way to automatically craft the fuel in case we ever do need it. Because as it stands, eventually it's going to run out. And once it runs out, rest in peace, base. I don't even know if we can recover the base from that. So first step, laser engraver spam. I should have prepared it off camera, but I didn't because I didn't think about it until now. But we'll go ahead and start spamming here. So how many do I want? I don't know if I want 16 of them. So this is the question I have for myself. Because the laser engraver works a little differently than the mixer. Because once you have UEV laser source, you can use a multi-amp energy hatch. Which means you can put so much more power into these things and they can just do a lot more recipes than normal. So I don't know if I have to have a lot of them. So I'm going to start with 4. But I'm going to have to craft all of them, so... Yeah, I already have this ready, so let's go ahead and see how fast it is, and then we'll go from there. I did prepare a bunch of crafting input buffers. I have like 100 of them. Plus maintenance hatches. Yeah. And I think I even have a couple of UEV energy hatches, 64 amps, right? Yes, but I need let's try one more. Okay. But yeah, how's everyone doing tonight? I just came back from a really lengthy walk. I've been living here for like 2 years, and I just realized that there's a trail that goes across the entire town. So it took me like 2 hours to walk the thing. I didn't even finish the trail because at the end of it there was construction. But that's where I was for a while. I'm pretty tired. It was about a 4-mile journey in total. It was a lot of walking. I usually don't walk that much. And then I got back to my car and immediately I went to this a sushi place that's nearby. It's really good. And actually I have leftovers for tomorrow. But overall, a good Tuesday, right? I don't even know what day it is. Yeah, it was pretty good. Okay, so I need to craft let me see here. Yeah, that's the tricky thing. I don't even know what day it is sometimes. Today's Tuesday, right? Overall, good Tuesday. Glass tier determines maximum laser source tier, so you have to be glass 9. No. For UEV, glass 8. I have been playing a little bit of Dead Frontier on my own, just on and off, mostly banded cycles. I am trying to get more parts. There's a part of me that wants to go for the Dawn carbine or some kind of rifle. That's what I'm thinking. Okay, so what I'm looking for is you times 4. So that's probably times 4, yeah. Tungsten steel frame box, that's plenty. I have you. Laser, I have you. Oh, I totally crafted this ahead of time. It's like in that game I have hang on. Like 250 million or so. I don't know what to do with it. And it's like I mentioned, I don't think I'm gonna let people borrow the armory anymore. There's a couple of implants that like are still out there, but I'm honestly considering just letting them go because I don't want to deal with hounding people for them. So I'll take that loss. I'm okay with that. I'll consider it a donation, right? But I might not let other people use it. The bigger reason is that it makes it easier for me to switch between my loadouts. Unless you're like super trusting. There's a select few in the clan that are super trusting. I was trying to think of something I forgot. Oh, yeah, all I need to worry about is glass 8. So I think I'll just go ahead and put the laser engraver right here. Oh, you're going to be like that, right? Dynamo tunnel. That's this. I just have to put that guy down like that. There we go. So this one is going to be our template. And yeah, you're going to be our template. I have to build it to make sure it works okay. And then copy paste. It's going to be a similar idea to all of these. Trying to have a spam, but not 16 times because I don't think I need 16. But if I do, then I will come back to it. Yeah, and that's also my problem because I just I don't play too much either, right? So absolutely, during times I'm active, I'm like, oh yeah, sure, you can borrow my stuff, and then I disappear for weeks, and then I just forget about my own stuff. And when that happens, it's kind of my fault also. But it's like nothing that you can't just make back anyways, so that's okay. So I'm trying to think here. What do I need for this? I'm going to use the 64 amp UEV energy hatch. And then I'll go ahead and put this one right here. Right? I'm still trying to think of a good way to plug everything in, and I don't really know. That's fine. I think right there is okay. So I would have the source. No. You have to be an energy hatch like that. And then a maintenance. Oh, I can put this one right here. Right there. And it does work, okay. We'll see how fast or slow this is. I'm probably going to have to like spam it some more. But we'll see. Right now it's built. I just have to add the crafting input buffers. So I just need to go back to the original one, which is way over here. this one and see what kind of stuff it needs. How many input buffers do you need? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That's a lot of input buffers. And some of this stuff can actually be crammed together, I think. Like this one has like so many different recipes in there. I can probably copy the same thing. Okay, so 13 is the number I'm looking for. We'll try that. It's just going to be a duplicate. Also, what I should be doing, I need more quantum anomalies. I only have 2, including the one that's in the other laser engraver. I need a total of 4 of them though. So I'm gonna have to turn this on for a little bit, the cyclotron. Might as well do that while we're working on other stuff. So I think if I... Was it a stocking input? I thought this was a stocking. Oh, I'm all lost. Where am I? Oh, okay. That's what it was. So make this circuit 24. And I want you to be unknown particles. Okay, so hopefully I get a little bit. I just need 3 more. No, 2 more actually. So leave that running for a little bit while we're working on other stuff. Okay, so what I have to do next is think about where all the connections are gonna go. So output bus. Let's just take that one. No. It had to be duplicates. And output hatch. There we go. Okay. So we put one here. And then the output bus right over here. Not output up. Okay. Yeah, circuit crafting is starting to really slow us down for a lot of things. Especially the LUV and the ZPM circuits. Those are used a ton. And I'm starting to notice that it can be a little slow sometimes. And then 13. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So all of that will be a crafting input buffer. Like that. And that's only just copying whatever we have going right now. And then I would go ahead and start bringing in... Oh, start renaming everything. So this is where it gets a little weird. I'm going to go back and see what kind of lenses they have in them. For example, this one has topaz lens. So go ahead and copy that one. Nether star, amethyst, and so on. This one has stuff. Right here. Are you actually? Have you been convinced how good it is? Nice. Yeah, Death Row is it's pretty fun. I actually prefer it much more than Raven Ridge. So I'm gonna call this one Laser Engraver. Copy it. For example, this one is going to be Topaz. I can also just call it Orange. Orange, yeah. Orange. So this one is going to be Nether Star. This one is pink. This one is specifically Magneto Resinatic. He's engraving it. Hey, Sena. Oh, here we go. This is going to be an enchantment table versus enchanting table discussion. Does Ender Pearl have a space in the name or no? You guys, if you understand what I'm talking about, it's this meme. It's like a Mandela effect. Like, this has always been called the enchantment table and never the enchanting table. But, like, I've been calling it enchanting table forever. And now I'm curious, does Ender Pearl have a space in the name? It does, so this one's wrong. This one is specifically olivine. This one is, I'll just call it diamond. I'm used to it being diamond. This one is green. This one's Ender Eye. This one's specifically green sapphire. Technically cyan, but I'll call it green sapphire. That's how you spell it. This one is blue. It's blue, right? Yeah. This one is red. And then this one is, I'll call it weird because there's like 20 things inside here. So, for example, it has to have the circuit 17. It needs a quantum anomaly. This is what they're for. And a bunch of other things that I don't remember. Excuse me. It's one of these over here. This one. So you need to have specifically air, reinforced glass lens, woods glass, and solar light splitter. craft a bunch of you. One of you goes there. And then I also need reinforced glass lens. Make a bunch of you. And wood glass. I don't know how to craft you. Alloy smelter ball. I don't think I can do this, so I'll make it manually. In the alloy smelter. It's, where is it? This one. Yeah. Thank you. I was about to say, why are you taking so long? There we go. Okay, and then a solar light splitter. Right there. All right. And there we go. I think that's all of them that you need. And then all the other ones, they need to have a specific lens in there. So let's do that. So this one is the topaz. Make 10 of each. Thank you. It's going to be a lot of setup to get this going. Nether star. But I really need the spam to happen. Because laser engraver is one of the slower things we have. Plus it's going to help us make chromatic glass for the Naquadol fuel stuff. This one's pink. And I believe that was amethyst, right? Yep. This one is specifically olivine. Which I can't craft. Nope. Okay. Uh-oh, don't lag on me right now. Okay, thank you. I'm feeling some lag. Oh yeah, you're laggy. Uh-oh. Come on, let me craft it, thank you. It's the server. I think the server's struggling again. It lasted a good while. Or maybe it's my internet. Let me check the server. Checking the consoles. I don't know if it might be my internet, but I guess we'll just live with it. No, I'm not sure. It's fine. Come on. How much you want to bet it's my neighbor? He's trying to sabotage me so he can just play more games. I'm willing to bet that that's what it is. Okay. I guess it's going to take almost 3 times as long for us to do anything now. That's okay, though. It's a lot more time for us to think, right, about what to do next. So it evens out. That's what I'd like to say. Or think. This one's Magneto. So Magneto was the other weird one. I think this one also had 3 different what do you call it? 3 different lenses inside. You have to check. Get me out of here. Is it the server? Oh. Or is it me? It might be the server, actually. Oh, the server crashed. It was the server. That's not a good sign then, because it crashed sometime yesterday, actually. Well, I guess we'll wait for a little bit while this turns on. I'm going to have to do some debugging because before I updated the pack to 2.8.4 and I was thinking it fixed it, but I'm not sure. Someone is mowing the lawn or something. Honestly, that's just knowing that you're already part of the group. That's deepest lore. And so funny thing about that, actually, I was a little mad today, or madge, because I was trying to enjoy my lunch, right? And by the way, whenever I say I'm mad, I don't actually mean it, because I'm very patient. I'm a calm person. But I was trying to enjoy my lunch, right? I was eating don't judge me, I was eating what do you call them? Tostino's pizza rolls. Oh man, they're so good. With the side of tater tots. I don't know what came over me. I think it was because of Stranger Things. They had a promotion somewhere. I saw it on Instagram, I think, and they were advertising Hellfire pizza rolls. They were like a collab with Tostino's pizza rolls. So I was like, I gotta try it. That's why I went for it. They're pretty good. Off topic though, right? But I was trying to enjoy my lunch, and
Hello,
then
with tea.
Oh, I don't have tea. I got water, but I'll drink some water after story time while the server boots up. Hello, by the way. No, but these dudes were out there 12 o'clock in the afternoon mowing the lawn. So it's probably related. They probably hit a wire or something. Specifically at my apartment. On the 3rd floor. Yeah. That's how determined they are to mess with my stream. I don't have tea, actually. I forgot to buy some. I have water, though. Okay, server's back. Let's see what happened. How is Greg? I mean, I tell you, but the server keeps crashing. This is the 2nd time overnight. And so I logged in today to a server crash. So whenever I see this, uncleared power fails, that almost always means that there's a crash that happened. For the most part, it doesn't actually matter because all these machines are running off of the Tesla tower. So it's not really a concern. So I'm pretty confident in just saying power fails clear. And they're all on machine controllers, so they start themselves back up. But when I logged in today for the stream, I saw those power fails, and that's not a good sign because that means the server crashed. But it booted itself back up. That's pretty much what happened today, like just now, actually. So something's going on with the server. I don't know what. So off camera, what I do sometimes is I go around and break down old machines just to like ease it a little bit. But I guess there's something that's like broken. I'm gonna have to do a deep dive because I haven't looked inside the logs or anything to see what's going on. I'm not hopeless, don't worry, when it comes to server debugging. I can figure it out. It just takes me a while. So I guess we're on a timer. Other than that, I started moving all of the laser engravers. I'm going to start building a whole bunch of them. I'm going to start with 4, but if I need more, then I'll do that. So this magneto one needs these 3 lenses. Not here. Yeah, I'm not sure what could be the problem. But yes, the overall goal for today is to get closer to getting the chromatic glass recipe for Mark III fuel. And also setting up recipes for the heavy and light Nakodal fuels, plus everything else that comes with that, like this stuff as well. Ender Pro, Magneto. This one has all 3. Like that. This one has Ender Pro. Oh, I started from up here. Okay. Magneto, so I'm on Ender Pro next. Okay, got you. Olivine. I could have sworn that I put olivines on. Yeah, I'm losing progress. Yeah, these recipes didn't stay. What if you're the reason you crashed? Ender Pro. Okay, and then diamonds. No idea why I have 77 in storage. Green. So this one is emerald. And then blue. This one is sapphire. It's okay, take your time. Thank you. This one is specifically green sapphire. And I don't have a recipe for it. I can also use one of these, but nah. And this one is a compressor, like that. Implosion compressor right here. And then I want to craft 10 of you. I need to make this one more time in the implosion compressor. Yeah, like that. And then one more recipe to get this one. That one. Right there. And then this one is Ender Eye. And then weird. This one's already filled up with all the weird stuff. And then red, which I think I'm using ruby lens for this one. That should be all of the things, and then I just have to set up all of the connections. I think I'm just gonna have a dedicated wireless controller for all of these, but first I need to copy paste. I think that's everything you need. Yes, here. I'll go ahead and just do this. Right? Yeah. Yeah, it would do it like that. Man, this is an old song. I was just listening to it. Do this. There we go, there we go. Yep. Great cable. Another thing that I was thinking about doing, I don't think right now I'm gonna do it. No. And tell you what, I don't want to deal with it. Put it over here. But one of the things that I was thinking about is let me actually set it up and show you. It's actually fixing our blast furnace setup. Because right now it's still running on the very old system. And it's kind of all over the place. And the main reason I've been putting this off is because I have to adjust every single recipe here to use these fluids here, because otherwise it won't work. And I don't really want to do that on camera, so maybe I'll think about it. And then what I can also do is actually get these two, blast furnace and the vacuum freezer, and just copy whatever that has, so that I have two of them now running like more power, so that my blast furnace setup is faster. That's what I was thinking, at least. Put that there. So this one is laser engraver weird, and you have all of this. And how are you doing? I'm gonna have to leave this running for the quantum anomalies for a while, because yeah, I need more. Or I can just set up the DTPF, but I'd rather not. Even though it honestly would be a good idea, because it's guaranteed. But nah, I'm not gonna try that. Okay, so let's change this up. So to get these quantum anomaly things, I need these unknown particles, which is this recipe. So it's circuit 21 and hydrogen ion. And I know I have a lot of hydrogen ions. So set this to circuit 21. Yeah. Okay, we'll just leave that running in the background. I can probably upgrade this also to a better tier of power. I don't even know where I power it. do I power you? Oh, it's right there. Yeah. I'm already here. I might as well upgrade the power for it. I'm just gonna give it a UEV energy hatch. Just one. Yeah. Oh, that's right. I had it sneaking over here with the transformer. Or like the Tesla coil. All sneaky. Cables. And then this one will be a UEV energy hatch. Select you. I'm going to go all the way over here. Right here. There we go. UV energy hatch. Connect. Connect. Then connect. So now you should be just a little bit faster. At least twice as fast. Is that twice as fast? Probably. Yeah, I'm just gonna say it is. Okay. What was I doing? Oh yeah, setting up everything down here. You also need one of you and a black cable, just like that. And at this point, I think I can copy it. Believe I can, so we'll try it. Copy. So mark copy. So from the wireless connector all the way to this block over here. Go ahead and get the qubit as well. So I don't have to deal with the border. And then mark, paste. This one is going to be right there. No? Yes. You're not gonna like that, right? No, it'll work. Invalid item for... Oh, don't make me put them... Oh. It's gonna make me put the lenses in every single one of them. Oh. Alright, they gotta update these crafting input buffers. They don't work well. That's funny, though. That's fine. But now that I know that, I might as well just put them all down. And then we'll do that. Okay, it looks like all you're missing are the lenses there. That's fine. You're not going to interfere with anything, right? Because I haven't even paid attention. No, you're not. Okay. Okay. I can absolutely fit one more. I don't know if I should. Should I? You might as well, right? But 5 is a weird number. I like to do it in groups of 4. Nah, I'm gonna keep with 4 because I like that number. 5 is a weird number. Drink some water. Okay. All right, so it looks like I'm gonna have to manually put all of the stuff in here. That's fine. Topaz has 1. 1. Is there even a fast way to do this? Another star. Another star. Next one is pink, also known as amethyst. Weird is the one that has a bunch of things in there. Hang on. Including the quantum anomalies. Where's the OG one? Over here. Okay, quantum anomalies, I'm gonna have to wait, but I do want the other ones. Oh, I have to craft that. It is a cutting machine. Compressor. Yep. Man, that thing has a ton of recipes. There we go. 2, 2, 3. And then wood glass. 1, 2, 3. Solar light splitter. Need 1 more. Reinforced glass. 3. I have the air, and I just need quantum anomalies, which are being crafted right now. It might be a while before I get that, but I'll come back to that. You also need circuit 17, don't forget. Which means this one doesn't have it, because I forgot. Yeah. And I'll just add the quantum anomalies whenever I get those. Olivine. And Ender Pearl. Magneto. So Magneto is the weird one as well. So what does the OG one have? You have these 3. But quite certain lands need 3 of you. Magneto Resonatic, 3 of you. And Phaelite. I'm just thinking about it, but yeah, I'm pretty glad that I decided to do the beamline, like crunch for it, because it's already showing huge improvements. It really does feel like it's saving so much resources, and I like that. I did say I was gonna upgrade the power to 64 amp UEV energy hatch, at least the longest beam line, but I'm not gonna do that right now. It's not a priority. Even just what we had right there was like the bare bone stuff is a huge upgrade already. But I still need to engrave it. I'm engraving it. And there's absolutely a chance that I've missed something here. But it's a lot easier to figure that out because you're just going to notice some things are not crafting. That's how you know. The Ender Eye. 1, 2, 3. I am very sure that there's a conspiracy of the lawnmower guy. He goes all the way to like, what is it, California? Where's Oracle based in? He goes all the way over there, and he's a landscaper there as well. And then on his off days, he comes over to my apartment. I truly believe that. He really is out to get me. It's not a coincidence because I heard it today, and I noticed it today. It's usually on Tuesdays afternoons. And one of the VODs, actually, whenever I decided to stream in the afternoons, I tried it out for like, honestly, it was just one episode. And I absolutely did stream on Tuesday afternoon, and I learned that it's not a good idea. It was funny. So what I can also do is, because this is only 15 channels actually, I can connect this just to reduce the number of what do you call it? The number of wireless connectors. So that way, now that's 30 and they're shared with each other. It's just a small thing. But that also means I can pretty much only connect one more crafting input buffer for 2 of them. Right? Yeah. Okay, everything's connected except for power. So I'm gonna give them all 64 amps of UEV. I don't know if that's enough or I should go bigger. You know how many channels you're using in total? Absolutely not. That's a good question. How do you check? I don't want to count that. Doesn't the network tool show? My server's gonna crash as soon as I right click this thing, right? No, it's fine. I want to see how many channels I'm using. I don't know, but it's a lot. Network visualizer. Oh, you're right. You're right. That's the thing, right? This guy. I like how you know it's in here already. Ew. Thing's atrocious. I bet you that hurts everybody's eyes. I don't look at that too much. There's a lot of channels. It's not very efficient, but that's just what happens whenever you're given the strength of wireless connectors. You just start plugging in everything everywhere. I ran down to death row without any nails or planks. Dude, I've done that so many times. And I'm pretty sure it's happened where I go down a death row and I'm like, oh, I forgot to buy GM. And then I go and then I have to go back to the bunker, buy GM, and then I go back and then I forget nails and planks again. I go down to 1 TPS with a newly goated feature showing crypt proxy links when showing ever. Oh, I just realized it was Extreme that said that. That's funny. I would help you, but both I'm kind of busy, and also I'm not into the death row right now. Okay. Oh, next step is to start plugging in all the power. Because each one, I'm changing the song. Because each one is 64 amps, each one needs its own designated 64 amp dynamo hatch coming off of this guy over here. So I can just connect it to this line, actually. It's not that bad. So I'll do that. And you know what? You get this too. It's my S line, right? Yeah. Yeah, okay. Okay, so I'm going to take off. You're not even plugged into anything. None of you are plugged into anything. That's funny. I'm going to replace them with high power casings. Okay. So I'll go ahead and do 1, 2, 3. Don't touch that one either. You can at most do 64 UEV right now with source UEV. Yeah, I'm aware of that. So I saw on the GTNH Discord that they're gonna add a. They're adding a what do you call it? 256 amp dynamos and energy hatches. That'd be pretty cool. So 1, 2, 1, 2. Just do this like that. Like that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like that. Did you know you can wall share the source hash at the top so you can use 1 for 2 engravers? I didn't. What? How would you do that? It doesn't matter where it points. You're talking about this one? You can wall share it? How? Oh, go for upside down also. Okay. Technically, you can. No, yeah. Okay, upside down. Yeah, okay. That's funny though. But the wall sharing laser engravers probably looks funny, so I don't think I'm gonna do it. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and change the connection so that it is in line with all of this. And all of this is connected to UEV. Double check before you blow up your entire base. UEV, 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 UEV. Yes. And it's funny because on the Discord, whenever they made that announcement, and let me read the announcement. It says here, or upcoming features, I think. And tired of needing to fill your active transformers with 64 amp dynamos? That's exactly what I'm doing. Sorry, picture. Oh man. That actually looks really funny. Oh, I love that. Dynamo spam. Okay, so now they have 5 64 amp dynamo hatches coming off of here. And then I have to reconnect this because I disconnected the ass line. Can you you can't quad share them, right? That would be funny. I know you can like octuple share some of them. And like there's some multi-blocks you can octuple share. I've seen it before. Like I remember seeing a picture somewhere, someone being able to do it with a blast furnace somehow. That's funny. I know for the longest time we did have a quad blast furnace that lasted us for quite a bit. But octuple blast furnace, I want to see that. Octa DTP. Is that do people do that? I'm trying to think. How is that even possible? Probably. I'd like to see that too. Hang on, am I learning the secret to connect things? Do I have to like highlight the? Oh, how long has that been a thing? I'm learning something. Okay, okay. If you don't know, if you don't know what revelation I just made, let me show you. So usually whenever I have like, let's say a machine, right? Let's say it's the dynamo hatch right here, and I'm trying to connect it to a something else. Nothing's plugged in, so then nothing's gonna explode. Don't worry. So like, you looted a mutilator? What? Isn't that the renamed unique ripsaw? Yo, that's pretty cool. That's cool. But anyways, I think what I was talking about was this revelation I made. So usually when I'm connecting cables, I'm like this, right? And it doesn't connect, especially whenever I try to extend the cable. I'm like this. I guess it connects because the cable's already pre-connected, but I think you can just highlight the block itself. Oh, I just destroyed it. I don't know. I don't know. I'm going crazy. I don't know. I guess I'll play around with it a little more. I thought I discovered something, but oh well. That's pretty cool. And so I've looted one renamed weapon. It was the immolator. Forgot what it was called. You'd be surprised though. People spent good. I was able to sell that one for like, was it like 200 million? I was able to sell it for a lot of money. I don't know why. I honestly put it on the market as a joke, and someone actually bought it. Okay. As far as I'm concerned, I believe the laser engravers are powered and set up. So I guess we can start putting some of these recipes in there. Sells for 800K. It's still not bad. Yeah. Say not in this picture. That's so funny. So you're saying I should go for a big DTPF. All right. I'm going to do it right now. Imagine if I could afford this. We're actually not that far off from affording it. What happened to my water? Oh no, I just don't have a big enough buffer. Never mind. You thought I was gonna craft it. Okay, I think what I'm gonna do here is just disconnect it. And then start moving everything over. Okay, everything's connected already. I should be okay. There's nothing in the topaz lens, but that's because I haven't crafted the mask yet. So I have some of the masks, not all of them. And one of them will go into here. I hope. Let me check. Yeah. I kind of set these up as I need them situation. So I don't have to do anything for topaz lens. This one is for nether star. I'll go ahead and do that, and then that recipe 4 times. Oh, like that. And then we connect them to nether star laser engraver. For these, I know I said that I had a whole method to duplicate patterns, but there's not that many recipes in the laser engraver, so I'm okay doing this manually. And throw everything out of here. Big DTPF. So this one is just crafting like that. Engraved manually crystal chip. I don't even know what that's for. Right there, and then I go to, it's pink, right? Yeah. Okay, then we go with this man. This is the weird Magneto. A bunch of recipes in this one. Prismatic, I'll just do this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. Right there. This one goes in Magneto. You found your nails and planks, yo. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. GTNH challenge run, everything must be wall shared as much as possible. I've always considered that. Like, what if there was a challenge run of any pack, really, where you have to make use of every single space in a chunk? Like, you're allowed only, like, let's say, a flat chunk, right? You have to make use of every single space in that chunk and expand only when you're not able to otherwise. For example, some machines do expand more than a chunk, right? That one is a good example. This is a good example. But like, you have to make use of every empty space. So like, I would have like a machine over here or whatever. I'm curious if people can do that. That'd be funny. I can't take this song seriously, man. VOD watchers, the song that's playing right now is Leave the Door Open by Bruno Mars and Silk Sonic and et al. I can't take the song seriously. It's supposed to be like a seductive song, right? It's just funny. This one's green sapphire, right? I think. Maskinand. No, this is Ender Pearl. Right? Ender Pearl. Mysterious Crystal. Ender Pearl, okay. It's also one beat Ultimate Alchemy. Where all base logistics and transfer was in a single line. Oh, that's funny. Yeah. I don't know if you're aware about it, Sena, but I did release a video. This also goes out to everybody else that's watching, but I did decide, sadly, to not continue the Meatball Craft Let's Play anymore. And the major reason is so I can focus on this one, plus all the other projects I've been wanting to do. And then down the road, when I have the time, I can give the pack the attention it deserves. But I would love to do challenge runs like that for any other pack I decide to play, and that does include Meatball Craft. I do intend on beating it at some point. But like a challenge run like that, where it's just a meme idea, like how you said that individual beat it with a single wire, that's funny. How laggy does that get, though? It's got to take forever for things to be transferred, right? And that could be a challenge run as well. The little thing that I was talking about is, what if you have every single space that you can, like just cram as much space as you can. Leave no empty space available. Believe it or not, I actually did try to do that in this playthrough. If you guys remember the Power of Tower from a long time ago, and I mean a long time ago, this was like episode 30, I think, whenever I first set up the Power of Tower. Only old heads would know. If you guys don't know what the Power Tower is, it's this structure. It's this one. I think I called it Power of Tower because I fumbled my words and I just kept the name because it sounded funny. It was supposed to be called Tower of Power because this was where the original power setup was going to be. And it's also where all my machine spam was before I built the HEB out here. And HEB, I'm not trying to sound like the best grocery chain in Texas. No. It's a high efficiency block. That's what it means. But very early on in the Power of Tower, I had the things set up over here, and it was a complete mess, but I tried to do it on purpose, where I used every single block possible. It was a complete mess. I didn't I didn't really have a good idea. Things are all over the place. It was really funny. So I just cleaned it out. I made it look pretty. It seems like you're vibing with New Horizons. Yeah. Yeah, I am actually. It's a pretty fun pack. Oh, never mind. I don't like this pack. Too many recipes. I'm joking. La Patron, you have to update yourself. Right here. The fellow, for he's a jolly good man. Hello. How you guys doing? Thanks for the raid, Duct. How's everyone doing? How did the stream go? I'm lost. Is this even the right recipe? If it's not the right recipe, I'll cry about it later. How's everyone doing? A little bit of a catch up to what we're doing is just setting up more laser engravers. And right now I'm just moving all the patterns over. I'm going to start off with like 4 of them for now. There's a pretty high likelihood that this isn't going to be enough. But that's just kind of like the thing with GTNH. You never have enough. But it's better to start. And then see what else is the bottleneck. So I'm just going to start with 4 for now. But yeah, I'm just copying all the patterns over from the old setup. For he's a jolly good fellow. For he's a jolly good fellow. That's all I know of that song. Does anyone honestly know the lyrics of the whole song? I don't think I've ever heard it. Just do this. Yeah. So this one is using the sapphire. Uh-oh. No. Blue. Yeah. I really hope that they're going to fix the whole crafting input buffers and the fact that they don't accept patterns whenever you use the matter manipulator on them. It doesn't really know how to copy the patterns. Oh, it saved me so much more time if it did that. But I'm still chill with it. It's actually kind of peaceful for me to do this stuff. Right there. Okay. And we rinse and repeat. Green sapphire is next. This one only has like 1 recipe, right? Yeah. That one goes like that. Not too bad. Then this one is Ender Eye. I gotta say that my brother and my sister-in-law made a pretty good playlist, because that's what this one is based on. It was like a playlist that they started off because we all have our own taste of music. They're like, you know what, just make a whole playlist full of a bunch of stuff, and then you can add to it whenever. I'm just thinking out loud, but I like it. No, there. Emerald. What's this? Okay. Green. Two. Oh, don't bug out. Thank you. Oh, man. You got a lot of patterns in this one. Cubic zirconia. Can I do this in the implosion compressor? I totally could. But I already have the recipes in here, so don't worry about it. That's kind of a lot. No. I'm going to keep the crafts to a minimum so that it's a lot easier for me to optimize down the road. That's what I'm thinking. One must imagine Sisyphus happy. I mean, I understand the reference, but what do you mean? Did I say something? It's a very high chance that I said something. I don't even know what I said. This one is diamond lens. Okay. If you consider me Sisyphus, then absolutely, yeah, I'm chill with it. I've only been on this playthrough for 2 years. It's not that bad. It's a song, a country song. I think yeah, it's a country song. I'm laughing because okay, so I took like a walk today, right? I was talking about it earlier, the very start of the episode, but I ended up taking a pretty lengthy walk. It was like about 4 miles. It took me like 2 hours to complete the trail. I've been living here for 2 years, and I only found out that like just now that there's a trail that reaches across the entire town. So I took it upon myself to actually travel like that. It's pretty good. It's pretty nice. But on my way back, the trail passes through a neighborhood, and this dude who was clearly just getting out of work, he had his own like reflective jacket. I'm sure you've seen it, the ones that the road crew like to wear. And the dude just started blasting music, but his speakers were so loud. I could hear it a couple blocks away. With the music the guy was playing to. And so you just imagine this guy, he has his reflective where he just got out of work, and the very first song he puts was some country guy screaming out loud like, "Oh, I just spent all day working like a dog to make a dime." I was laughing so hard. It was just funny to hear that. I can't do the song justice. Hang on. Let me look up the song. Work all day like a dog. To earn a dime. I think that's what the guy said. Creed Fisher, The Way That I Am. I think it's Creed Fisher, The Way That I Am. Yeah, I'm gonna put it. I'm just gonna put it. The Way That I Am. VOD watchers just know that I'm talking about that. I think it's this one. Put it on the Quewe. That's how you pronounce it, right? Was it this song? Yeah, it was this song. Oh man. This dude was just blasting it out loud. And whatever speakers he had are like really good too. It was good. It definitely gave me a second win because I was already pretty tired. I don't really listen to country music, but there's just something about country music that every time I hear a song, it's gonna talk about cold beer. Always. Very common. This is a negative song though, I changed. No, just leave this song, okay. Oh yeah, okay. Still putting patterns. Working all damn day to like a dog to earn a dime. I don't know how the guy sung it, but it was funny. And I really mean it when I say that his speakers are good. Surprised they can even be that good. Just one at a time. And speaking of very loud, there goes my neighbor again. I don't even know what the guy's doing. He's playing some kind of game. And there's the chromatic dust recipe that I was looking for. Is that the only way to make nitinol? Like celestial nitinol? Advanced nitinol, sorry. No. So I'm going to take off this recipe and force myself to use the plasma one. Hang on, how do you even turn a plasma into like a fluid? vacuum freezer. Okay, that works. And I'll put this in the weird, that's not how you spell it, weird location right there. Sorry, I'm just thinking about the song still. Right, okay. So that should be all of the patterns. But, and it's a big but, I don't have enough quantum anomalies to fill up the other ones. I need 2 more still. They've been crafting for a while, I think, but I don't know if I have any. Actually, no. The unknown particles. I have 79. I don't think that's enough to give us, what do you call it? 2 more? I just need 2 more. Try that. Then change this to 24, like that. 24, right? Yeah. 1% chance. It's a non-0% chance. Alright. So I only have 2 quantum anomalies. One of them is here, and the other one is here. So for now, so that none of my recipes get stuck, really the only thing I would be doing is the chromatic glass. I don't have Tesseract stuff yet, so don't worry about that. Yeah. Okay. So for now, I'm going to take off the pattern for chromatic glass so it doesn't get stuck. Thank you. Just have it with me for now. Take a drink of water. Okay. So I just want to see how long it takes to craft a couple of the chromatic glass. It'll also be my first trial to see if this is actually working. Yeah, it's working. It's a little slow. Max tier UIV, max parallel 6. So whenever I upgrade this thing, laser engraver. Is that who I think it is? It is, right? Hello, totally not stranger on the internet. I know who you are. That's going pretty good. How you doing? I haven't heard that name in a while, man. For everyone wondering, that's like actually my cousin. We're a family full of content creators. It's going pretty good. I'm just setting down machines, complaining that things are slow. It's definitely a big upgrade from before though. Bars. Yeah, it's going pretty chill. I just came back from a lengthy walk. Took me like 2 hours to complete. Got some Japanese food at this local sushi place. Even though it's a sushi place, I did not get sushi because I usually don't. But it's still pretty good. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is get this pattern here for Mark III fuel, actually. No, so kind of 50-50. So there's like two very popular Japanese restaurants in the area. So one of them I did find. I keep seeing it on the internet, but along the trail I did see. I walked past it, and I was like, "Oh, what? I didn't know it was right here." I didn't go there though. But no, this other place that I go to is like it's a recurring one that I like to go. I try to go at least like once a month. It's pretty good. I tried these Dragon Balls. That's what they had. That's literally what they're called. It's like a rice ball with a bunch of I think it had cream cheese and I think crab in there actually. It was good. And some yakisoba. That's usually what I get. What's the interface name I'm trying to think of? Nakwada Fuel Refinery. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to change the recipe so that it uses chromatic glass instead. And we'll see if that... I'm going to cancel the recipe, try again. So if I try to craft the Mark IV fuel, say 1,000, try. So that's where the problem is. For me to just craft 1,000, you have to craft a lot of chromatic glass dust. And that's not... I think that's actually cheap, because chromatic glass dust, to craft it, it's just glass and a lot of power. But it takes forever. So I'm like, more laser engravers? That's probably what's going to end up happening. 16 laser engravers, or should I follow Extreme's suggestions and then just do a flipped one? Because that picture that Extreme sent earlier, it looks really funny. But I don't know if I should do it. Either way, it's not that bad. It actually crafts kind of fast. Oh, also, I just forgot. There's only 2 of them active. That's right. We're still waiting on the other quantum anomalies to show up so I can... Oh, there they are. So you just gotta complain for a little bit and everything goes your way. Add that there. There you go. And then add you. And there you go. Okay, so cancel you. Try it again. Try to craft 100 of you. So now I'm crafting 6 for every 21 seconds. Hey, Phoenix. I'll turn it on. There you go. And turn it on. It's another exciting episode of watching me craft glass. Very colorful glass, too. I'm not convinced that this is a good speed. There's very little stopping me from quadrupling the setup and having 16 of them. I'm just setting up more laser engravers, but it's becoming very clear that it's not that good, and I should probably increase the setup again. I mean, it's not bad. It's like probably it's a huge upgrade from what we had before, absolutely. But it could be better. And I think the laser engraver struggles with the fact that it just can't do that many parallels. Is that the problem it has? Or do I even know what I'm talking about? But at least we have a better source of fuel. I'm just going to leave this for now. I think what's going to happen is that I'm going to build more laser engravers. Absolutely what's going to happen, I think. And maybe I will commit to the vertical ones because that looks funny. It's just a general thing, yeah. It's a meme. So that's also what I was thinking. You can see this be wrapped thing. Man, Sena really knows the lore behind the playthrough. It's funny. So that's another meme so far in this playthrough. With actually, you just reminded me of something I did off camera. Thanks for reminding me. Yeah, wrapped ingots is always a problem because I only have one precise assembler, and it has like all the recipes. And every time I complain that something takes forever, I'm always like, oh, it's the wrapped ingots because they take a while to craft. So one of the small improvements that I'm going to do is just replace the casings. I crafted this off camera. And I wanted to do this right here. So good catch. There we go. And now it's pink. So that's just gonna double the. Let me try to craft a bunch of ingots. Give me 1,000 of you. That all that does is just a simple thing. It's going to craft them twice as fast because it has more. It has that many more parallels. So just that alone is already a big improvement. Am I going to go further and craft more assemblers? Not yet. Not a priority. The bigger bottlenecks is the laser engravers. But yeah, you're right. I was thinking of that too, having a designated row just for the chromatic glass, because this recipe in specific just takes forever. So what I can do is instead of having the machine spam, I can just have one of them. And then this is probably okay for all the other stuff. Yeah, let's do that. I'll put them over here, I guess. Over here. This is all temporary, of course. I think what's really holding me back from really spamming machines is the crafting input proxy. Because once you get the proxy, you can start spamming things like crazy. It avoids me having to put every single lens in every single one of these. I don't have to do that anymore. I can just set up one machine and then set up those proxies everywhere else. And it really does paste all the crafts. But this man is expensive. I do need DTPF stuff, which we're not quite there yet. Working on that. So more laser engravers, you're right. It's going to be a big craft, though. They are, right? I don't know if you remember the time when I had I was so against playing with vanilla textures because of the UUTex resource pack. I was so adamant on not switching resource packs, and then one of the updates broke the resource pack, and now I'm just comfortable with it. Okay. Crafting input buffers, I just need one. Yeah, just one. Okay. The expensive thing, actually. UEV. So this is probably where I'm going to stack them vertical. Like how Extreme was suggesting. I think I'm gonna have a quad laser engraver. Let's do a quad laser engraver right here because it's gonna look funny. For that though, I need two UEV laser source hatches. I just need 2 of you. This is a little expensive though. It's not expensive because I have the parts already, never mind. I'm going to need 64 amps. There's 4 of them, so 4 of you. And then 4 of you, corresponding ones. There you go. Oh, you don't have any tungsten steel ingots. Oh, shush. It's on passive and it never works correctly. There you go. You just got to give it some encouragement to actually craft. Yeah, this is taking forever, so I can't just have this bottlenecking all of our laser engravers. So I need to have it separate. And then all the other stuff can just be with that on the side. Drink some water. All right, we just need UV Dynamo Hatch. DR bandits are hard with my alt. Skill issue. It's true though, they're pretty tough. I don't blame you. Okay, this is gonna look funny. So I have to put one of the UV laser source hatches like this. This one's facing down, but it actually doesn't need to face down. Go like that. And then this one is 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. One more. Yeah, we're making a quad laser engraver for this. So it's a lot easier for me to set up like quad machines. Technically, you can even do an octuple. I probably will end up doing an octuple one. Quad for now, and then I'll expand it later. It's a lot easier to do wall sharing shenanigans like this if you're not doing that many recipes. When you have a lot of recipes like here, it's kind of tricky to wall share. And I mean tricky as in I just don't want to deal with setting it up because it's a night's headache. But when you only have one thing being crafted, it's a lot easier to deal with. At most, you only need to have like one crafting input buffer instead of like a million. Dirty creep with a freaked out history. When it comes to games, anything is possible. Answer your telephone. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and then the block right there. And flip it around. Oops, too many times. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry, this is just funny. Oh, man. Oh, yeah. We can even build another stack if I wanted to. Okay. Okay, chill. Stop laughing. Okay. Okay. This is the quad, right? And there's absolutely nothing stopping me from extending it like this and just having a non-stop row of these guys. And if you want to put like maintenance hatches, you can actually maybe put one here. Does that reach all 4 of them? Yeah, piano jam session. I got you. Oh, that reaches all 4 of them. Oh, there you go. All right, I only redeemed piano session, so I'll play a little bit. I'm gonna have to step away from the camera a little bit, so because I don't really have a camera on the piano yet. But yes, I do have a piano. Let me get away from the machines because they're making a whole bunch of racket. So, if you guys saw the Meatball Craft episode, the last episode on my YouTube, by the way, shameless advertisement. I posted it like yesterday. So if you didn't see that episode, there was this tune that I was kind of improving. I kind of just played whatever. And I ended up recording it, and it showed out in the video, and it was pretty nice, I think. Let me drink some water. So this is kind of what I was playing. It is improv. Trying to remember what chords I played. Yeah. I'm going to mute my mic so that the piano noises don't come out twice. No echo. Totally didn't miss that last note, but you get the idea. I'm trying to get better with the whole improv stuff. And really, to me, whenever I improv, it's just choosing a group of scales or whatever, and then just playing whatever. Very much out of practice. I'm kind of just trying to get back into the whole piano stuff. It's been a long time since I really officially played anything. But it's still one of my favorite instruments of all time. Second to the marimba. And also another cool thing about this instrument is the fact that there's a lot of buttons. So maybe what I can do is change or ask people to tell me a number between something and something so that the piano sounds a little different. So for example, this one is number 16. Something like that, right? Something like that, right? And so it's a noise like that. And then bring the camera back and everything. So it's a noise like that. It's very nostalgic for me because my dad plays a lot of Tejano music, or he was a pretty big Tejano artist a long time ago. And it's kind of where I got all my my music interests from. And there is a non-zero chance that he's going to bring the band back together and he wants me as the piano player. And so a lot of the noises that the Tejano music has is stuff like that. So maybe somewhere in the future you're going to see me in like a cowboy hat, dressed all cool, playing some like real romantic music. I don't have any promises of when that's going to be, but just keep an eye out. I'll mention it. It's going to be fun though. I've always wanted to be part of a band like that. I've never had the opportunity. Yes, I've done community bands and like concert bands, things like that, but never like actual performances where you're the main, I guess the main act. Right now, I haven't done that yet. I think that would be pretty fun. Yeah, but the Tejano music is very much keyboard oriented. Different from Norteño, which is accordion oriented, which I also have. When Duct raved me earlier, you guys heard the accordion song. That was actually me playing it. For He Is a Good Jolly Good Fellow. Love that instrument also. I'd love to have a lot more of my instruments, playing for you guys, but I don't really have a good camera or mic setup. I'm kind of waiting to move out so I can get more designated space for that stuff. I think that'd be cool. So, next up, let's continue setting this up before I lose my train of thought. Sorry. I'm gonna laugh at this every time I see it. Hang on, let me clear the bottom first. So this group of laser engravers is going to be just for the chromatic glass. So where are you going to get powered? One right there. Right there. Like that. Like that. That's not how it works. No. You're vertical. You're vertical. So your power will be one right here, maybe? Is that even a good spot for it? I don't like that. I think I'm overcomplicating this now. I'll go ahead and put the power on the right side. No, left side. Yeah, left side. Yeah, okay, I'll do it right here. So you go there. You go right here. You go right here. And you go right here. Like that. So I'll have power sticking out from the left or the right. And then all of my interfacing is right here. So because this is all wall shared, I can just give a single crafting input buffer right here. Like that. So they all have 4. And now that I'm thinking about it, I think I want to rotate this to the side. So it'll make all the interfacing easier. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I think I can move it and rotate it, right? Set mode, copy, mark copy. And then edit, transform, rotate. Paste, mark, paste. No, just rotate once. Rotate once. Mark, paste. Yeah, I think like that would be good. The other thing would be to just build it. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to paste it somewhere over here. Like that. So I can get it out of the way. I meant to, oh, oops. I meant to cut. Moving. Oh, you can't. Okay, that's fine. Copying like that. Okay, I'm just gonna break it. And so another project that I very like I'm close to doing, or I want to do, is using the piano as a controller. I may set up some streams. That's what I'm considering, setting up some streams to do like trial runs, like maybe some practice before doing an actual video. But a trial run like that, I won't have a camera on the controller. That's what I'm thinking. I broke it. I'm just gonna restart from scratch. Yeah, so somewhere down the road, yeah, I'll probably set up a stream where I do like trial runs, and it's going to be playing Minecraft, vanilla Minecraft entirely with the keyboard. And I don't know how I'm gonna do that. The key presses is probably okay, but I don't know how I'm gonna do the mouse movements. It's probably gonna be like I press a key, and then it turns like a certain note, right? And then I press another key, and it goes the other way, and then whatever. And that'd be cool, right? It's been something I've wanted to do for a while. One, two, three. So I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna set this up vertical now. 1, 2, 3, like that. Flip it like that. Set it up like this. And this is just, I mean, it doesn't really make a difference to how I had to set up before. It's just, it makes the interfacing a little easier. Because all my interfacing is on the bottom, like power and cables. Right there. Oops. What did I just do? What's this? I'm scared of it. Don't touch it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, like that, and then flip it around. Like that. Make sure that you're not interfering with anything else. Yeah, you're good right there. Oh, yeah. Energy hatch. No. Laser source hatch. Put it right here. Right there. Okay. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Like that, right? Yes. There. Easy. Okay. It looks a little funny. It kind of looks like the quantum uplink, right? Is that what it's called? Close enough, I guess. I'm assuming, yeah. So we have this guy right here. Exchange mode. Set this to qubits. I like the border right there. And then go ahead and remove everything else. Go right there. There. And there. Okay. So the maintenance hatch will instead be up here, so it doesn't really get in the way of anything. And the main reason why I wanted to do this was that it makes it easier for me to know where my energy hatches are going to go. So I can give the energy hatches here. right there, and then the crafting input buffer can go in the middle. Right here. And then I'm going to need 2 output buses. It's just not really a way I can share enough between them. Like that. So this one shares between... Actually, it's the other way around. Like this. Right? hang on. Yeah, this one shares between these two, and this one shares between these two. Oh, it does not matter, actually. Yeah, it doesn't matter. It'll look nicer like this. I can have just one strip of cable like that. Okay. And I believe that's it, right? Sure, okay. So this only needs 3 channels. How many channels does Sour Pickle Beer have? You're only using 3 channels, so I can hijack you. Cable, so I just need to have black cable like that. Go like this. Okay. And rename this to... I'm engraving it. Chromatic glass. Easy. Okay. And then power, I just need to connect all of those dynamo hatches that I crafted earlier. Did I not craft them? Oh, they're right there. 4 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like that. If they're all dynamo hatches, I can connect them to this group of infinity wires. Sorry, I'm laughing at my neighbor. I'm very curious if you can hear the guy. H. A biblically accurate active transformer. I'm surprised the thing is still like a full multi-block. Don't jinx it though. That would be unfortunate. Okay, so all that power is now there. Go ahead and branch off. Oops, I did not mean to do that. You're supposed to be infinity wire. No, go back. Like that. Stop it. Listen. Okay, thank you. Connect down like that into that one. All right. Okay. Connect the wire cutter like that. Easy. Snip. Oops. Right there. Then move you. Right there. So funny enough, there's also nothing stopping me from just connecting, like having even more recipes. I can have 8 of them for chromatic glass dust and the other ones, but the whole purpose of these 4 is so that it doesn't get in the way. So I'm not going to worry. I'm not going to do that. Yeah, we'll keep it like that. No explosions, right? Good. It's always a good sign. It's really bad when there's explosions. I honestly can't remember the last time I caused an explosion. I don't want to jinx it though. Just watch it explode right here. Comedic timing. Okay. Patch up the ground so it doesn't look like there's just an empty hole in the ground. Right there. Oh, you too? Get out of there. No. So, this one needs another quantum anomaly, which I'm just going to take away those recipes. Oh man, I'm getting lost in my own spaghetti. This one over here. So I just need to take out... This one has 19,000 glass dust. What? Are you actually still crafting or what? How much is that how long it takes? I'm trying to craft 58 of you. Yeah, okay. Oh, well. Cancel the recipe. Oh, that's also the problem. Okay. You're going to keep trying to push it into that place until I get the recipe out of there. I keep doing that. Push back to storage. Take the recipe out. Push back to storage. And there we go. And also take the quantum anomalies out. I believe that's the only reason I need it for. Because there's no other recipe in here that uses the quantum anomalies. Okay. Go ahead and cancel you. I believe it's good to go. It's still going to be very useful for all the other stuff I need to craft. Turn these dudes on. I don't need to do this, but I'm going to do it anyways. Right there. So 1 and just 1. Okay, so if I try to craft enough chromatic glass, like 100 or whatever. Oh yeah, we're engraving it now. It looks funny when it's on the side like that. And this way it's not going to get in the way of anything else. You have to craft a lot of chromatic dust. That's a lot though. So I think what I'm going to do is have maybe like a level maintainer. But we do craft the fuel anyways on level maintain. So technically this is also level maintained. So I'm just gonna leave it like that for now. Yeah, okay. Another thing we need to do is take a look at every other recipe in here. Make sure it has a recipe. So for example, high density uranium definitely does. I don't have to worry about that. High density plutonium, even though I complain about it constantly because of the wrapped ingots, it has a recipe. So I'm not worried about this. But we don't have a recipe for extremely unstable. And this is where I kind of want to update our blast furnaces with crafting input buffers. So I think I'm going to do that. But this is where the funny thing is. Acid Naquadon motion is also used here with this recipe, right? So I think I'm just going to combine the two recipes together. And this is what I'm talking about. So I'm going to have a crafting input buffer with circuit 16, and I'm going to add it to the blast furnace. Nothing even connected there. I'm going to add one right here. Right here. Okay. So I'm going to call this one Mega Blast Furnace. I'll just call it Blast Furnace. Circuit 16. And then go ahead and connect it to a black cable. Right there. And then the recipes that I want to do is to get the... basically combine this recipe and this one together. Because one of the issues we had was actually I would just craft all of our Naquadria into acid Naquadah emulsion, but I can use some of the enriched Naquadah dust as well. I'm thinking maybe we can do it like that. We'll see. So I don't really care about radioactive sludge dust. This one just gets centrifuged like that. So I want to add this recipe. And then I also want to add the other recipe. So I need 16 with 3000 like that. And this makes 2000 more. Like that. Does that work like that? Give it a try. So if I want to craft acid Naquadah emulsion, let me check if there's any other recipes. Yeah, it is. Get out of here. So if I try to craft you, what happens? It works. Okay. Yeah, okay. I'll keep it like that. So this way it uses both enriched Naquadah and Naquadria dust to split evenly. Now I can probably like push more enriched Naquadah dust to get even more. I can probably do that. Now that I think about it, I might actually. So I'm going to push a stack each. So let's try that. So multiply this one times 4. This one times 4. And then this one, I can just copy it. 64. This one is 8,000. This one is 12,000. I just did that. And then this is times 2, right? Yeah, times 2. And then total, it'll be 16 plus 8 is 24. Let's try that. So if I try to craft acid Naquadah emulsion, go ahead. Nothing left over. There we go. Okay. I'll leave it like that. Another thing I need to craft is the light and the heavy Naquadah fuel. So this one is a distillation tower recipe. So what I would like to do is add a crafting input buffer to the distillation tower that we have out there. And this also gives me an opportunity to break apart another distillation tower we have that's kind of cringe. If I can find him. This one, yeah, you're cringe. You don't need to exist. Like, why? So I'm just going to take out all the recipes and put them somewhere else. There's also stocking input hatch, right? I'm going to put that away. No, I won't worry about this. Okay. As far as I'm concerned, you are a decommissioned machine. Now go ahead and put the crafting input buffer on our Mega. Yeah, okay. So you need a black cable. And then how many channels do you have? 29. I can afford one. Okay. So the recipe I want to do is going to be, I'm thinking of just doing Naquados solution, and then I'm going to have excess because of things like asphalt and even Naquados, not Naquados gas. I'm going to have excess, but I'm going to do that. So I just need to do this, and then, like, I don't know, multiply it like crazy. Yeah, sure. There we go. So if I want to craft heavy Naquados fuel, let's say 10 million, I can totally do that. Quicklime, we have a buffer for it somewhere, but I'll leave it like that. Everything else, we just have a recipe for anyways. So I'm not too worried about that. Okay. So that does mean I should be crafting fuel a little faster. If I really want to speed it up, I'm going to tell this to accept the entire 16384. And craft a little faster. How fast is that? Oh, like 1 second, right? Is that even worth it though? Doesn't that mean you're losing some power? I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna do 512 for now. Yeah, because it doesn't really overclock, right? So I don't think it's good to just spam all your power into the fuel crafting. I think the next step is to just add more of these. We broke boys yet? Not yet. We're actually doing pretty good. We broke on time though. Absolutely. So today's episode was just mostly focusing on improving our fuel production because I was having some issues. Not really issues, it's being proactive because I would have had issues way later down the road. But right now it's just a big improvement. Yeah, 512 amps is fine. So it doesn't spend all of that. You haven't been able to Greg in months. Yeah, I think we talked about it a couple of streams ago. May get some water. I get that. How's our sterilized biocatalyst? We have brought this up to 73 million. That's good. We upgraded our seaweed production, so it looks like that is working out. Still can't process it fast enough though, but I'm not gonna concern myself with it. That was pretty lit, that right? I think I remember you saying that you were drinking. Don't worry, you didn't say anything that you would regret. At least not here. And if you did, I wouldn't mention it. So, a couple things I want to craft. It's probably getting ready to wrap up the episode for tonight. There's a couple things I want to craft. Most importantly, the coils. Try to see what else is the bottleneck here. I might as well just get the craft started with. The thing is gonna craft like crazy. So another big bottleneck that I have is actually us crafting circuits. I'm not gonna spend the time upgrading it right now. I already have the layout for it. At least have more circuit spam, especially LUV and up. Those just take a while. So we're gonna have to do that. So I'll do that off camera. I'll get everything I need to fill up the rest of these with circuit assemblers. I may have to upgrade it too, because I don't know how well it works with like if I should just keep this a regular UHV input hatch or upgrade it to stocking. Yeah. I'm just that's really what the past couple of episodes have been being. I try to craft these fusion casings. It's already a big craft, and then I notice another bottleneck. Another major bottleneck. The PCB factory. Absolutely slow as heck. And it's only like mostly slow as heck because I don't have any nanites being crafted. So I think I should do that. Should I have nanites level maintained? Is that how the parallels work? So the nanites only control parallels, right? I need to research this. Compact is a great bottleneck discover. Absolutely. It's like we can continue, right? There's nothing like there's really nothing stopping us other than like bottlenecks. And I'm trying to address as many bottlenecks as possible before going on. But this stuff is like old projects that I should have finished crafting. Okay, so the nanites only have extra parallels, so it doesn't matter what kind of nanites. Doesn't matter what type of nanites? Or can I just give it gold? Or is it silver? I guess it's whatever tier I'm currently on, right? Because right now I'm on tier 2. So that means I would give it silver nanites. Is that how it works? I'm going to try it. I don't think it's yields. I think it's just more parallels. Yeah, nanites doesn't control yield. It controls parallels. Let me see how many channels I have here. So I think I'll do that. I'll level maintain silver nanites so that I get more crafted faster. It's most likely for this because like right now it's really slow. Oh, another thing I can do to increase yield is use Radox, right? This could be another way. Is using Radox instead. So okay, I'm gonna do a couple of things. So I'm gonna give this a item export bus and feed it the silver nanites, and then start level maintaining. How much can you store? I don't want to give it like infinite. 2048. Okay, that's not bad. So what I'm gonna do is level maintain silver nanites. But how fast can I craft them? 1 every 50 seconds. This isn't really used that often though. It also uses 2.5 billion. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it because I have a lot of power generation. I'm fine. For now at least. So we'll leave it overnight. I can leave the base running overnight with that and we'll see if my base struggles. I'm gonna put this here. Let's ask for make just 1,000. And I want you to craft, I guess, 10 at a time, sure. Yeah, it's on a server. Why? I somehow managed to not have a single maintainer on mainnet, but I just ran single player. Let me check if it actually went into here. Yes, okay. So, yeah, I think I'm going to commit to Radox Polymer as well. Gregtech, get out of here. You don't belong there. Oh. I guess you're just going to be there forever because I don't want to deal with it. Change the recipes here. Oh, oops. Okay, oh, you're getting trashed. Okay, so if I switch to Radox Polymer, how much more increase is it? It is until the base runs out of power and then yeah, I think if I want to reduce the number of nanites I'm consuming, then I have to switch to Radox Polymer. And I believe how this works, you have to double it, right? Because I have it set up to be doubled. Don't ever say those words. What are you talking about? I'm joking. No. Like even with their base right now, if it's running like full crank, which never happens, like if I were to run this recipe, like the base would last for 20 days. You know, it'll last for a while. So I'm not concerned. But I still check it every day just in case. Like I don't want to like, you know, whatever, have the base shut down. That would suck. Especially when you're way out here. I don't even know how I would like recover. Yeah, I'm gonna switch to Radox Polymer so that I save on nanites. Yeah. I was only making, I had to hand feed my LHE's plasma to get my compact. That's funny though. I mean, I'm not what's the word? I'm not guilty of that either. I've definitely had my base shut down before when power wasn't as reliable. I mean, there's actual video proof of me spending an episode trying to recover from the base and shutting down. ×2. This one is ×2. Like that. Plastic circuit board. I know it's like a question we don't want to think about, but like, how do you jumpstart your base at such a late part of the pack? LHE is what? So many acronyms that I don't know what some of them are sometimes. If I were to craft 234,000 of this, it might be. Oh no, we can totally craft it. So one of the issues I know we have is actually getting Radox gas. I don't think I have a good setup for it. I kind of just did something and walked away. Large heat exchanger, got you. Yeah, I don't have a really good way of making Radox. Only 3 million per day, dude. That's not a lot. This thing isn't even running. So that's another thing we have to fix, Radox. If I'm gonna support my board crafting plus using heavy Radox for like other stuff, I'm gonna have to actually pay attention to that. What do you mean, bruh? You know what? I'm curious actually if anyone knows how to answer this. I just noticed something. So for example, the oil cracker recipe, right? How does the crafting input buffer work? Does it even work? Can I put it here and then it works? Or because it's very site specific, it won't work at all with the crafting input buffer? Anyone know? I'm curious about that. So if I try to do this recipe, cracked Radox, is it going to work? No, I'm just curious. Like, what if this is just a general example? I'm assuming it doesn't work. Like, let's say I want to set up a crafting for it. I think what I'm going to do is passive it, honestly, because that's all it's used for. Like, that's the only reason I have this these saplings. These dudes are running UV power. What the heck is happening here? I honestly don't know what's going on here. And I'm scared to touch it. It's got to be fixed though. I don't think it works. I think I tried it with something else. I can't remember though. Not sure. Okay, but yeah, I'm gonna have to focus on Redox, actually improve it, because 3 million a day is kind of cringe. It's extremely cringe, actually. Like, what are you doing? That's got to get upgraded. Absolutely. So maybe at this point there's another way I can get it, or is that the only way? QFT ain't happening. Raw Radox would be coke oven. That's it, right? Xenoxine is also QFT, same thing. This is why you leave room for at least quads. Yeah. I mean, I'm 50% of the way there. No, I can craft QFT, but what I cannot do is tier 4. That's not happening for a long time. Right now, I can only do tier 1 recipes. But and tier 1 recipes is mostly platline stuff, and I'm not really struggling on platline. It is level maintained, but I'm not struggling on it, so I'm not focused on it. So I'm not really worried about it. Okay. So I think what I'm gonna do off camera, get this craft started. We'll just see how it behaves. I'm just gonna start it. We'll see what happens. QFT isn't needed early unless you are running into TPS issues. That's true. My server's been crashing and I don't know why. So I think I also have to do a deep dive to figure out what's going on. It crashed one time overnight and then another time during the stream. So it'll be a little tricky to figure out what's going on. But yes, I'm gonna leave this crafting. I don't expect this to finish for a long time, but I at least want to make a dent. I don't have lag goggles now. I don't think it's lag because like the server doesn't really lag until something weird happens and then it just crashes. Like I don't feel like I'm lagging. I'll look into it though. You're probably right. It's a lot of craft. It's a big craft. I would like to have this ready though. Okay, so bottlenecks we need to address. Next up is Radox. I'm gonna bookmark it so I don't forget. Bookmark Radox polymer so I don't forget, and also the circuit ass lines. I need to, that's a big bottleneck as well. What else is a bottleneck? All this other stuff, it's slow, but there's like big problems first. The mixers, we addressed that already. It's not as slow. It's still kind of slow, but it's not as slow. It's already a big improvement. Look how fast it's crafting. Blast furnaces, I don't think they're a bottleneck because they're getting 8 billion EU a tick. Wafers, we addressed that with the beam line. So yeah, circuits, absolutely. The amount of LUV circuits that I need, plus all the other tiers, that's slow. And also maybe PCB factory. Getting more of them. And what else? Yeah, all this other stuff, it's just as I see it. But these are the big 3 bottlenecks we have right now. Radox, circuit ass lines, and PCBs. So, I think probably a good time to wrap up the episode here. With that said, understanding that these 3 are next. Off camera, I'm not too sure what I could do. I'll probably just check on my base. Maybe fix some things. So whenever I'm off camera, I don't really like to do too much. I set up machines, yes, but I don't like to build things until I show you guys. Unless it's super tedious. But because the Radox line is already set up, I think I'm just going to do that off camera. Yeah, so I'm going to find a different place to do this. I'm going to relearn how to do this tree growth simulator shenanigans because I don't like how this is set up. So I'm gonna rebuild the Radox line, I think. Chapter 2, but I did stop the playthrough. I actually posted a video yesterday talking about it. Explaining that I am trying to focus on GT&H first. And once I beat that pack, I can focus on other things. This pack, at least. And it's also like other one-off projects I've wanted to do. For example, you know, beating vanilla Minecraft using the piano as a keyboard. So I want to do that. I think I'm going to set up a stream for it as a playtest. Like kind of like a practice thing. And then make my own like one-off video just talking about it. And also more voiceovers because I don't really that's one of the things as a content creator I haven't really experimented with is voiceovers. I haven't done that yet. So I'm thinking the piano video is going to be a voiceover just to give something new a try. Whatever version's on there. I'm so behind. You can still strip my. I'm so behind. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna play it as is. I'll fight a trial chambers. He ain't gonna stop me. I think it'll be a funny stream. Seeing me struggle about it. But the thing is, if I do stream it, I won't have a camera on the piano. At least I don't think so. No, it's really hard because the mic's gonna get in the way. It's because I'm gonna have the camera facing down. And then I obviously need the piano here. And then the mic's just going to get in the way, so no. But whenever I do the voiceover, I'm going to have the full view of the piano. And then just talking over it. You're just going to fall and splat a lot. Well, people like to see that, right? It'll be fun. I'm going to try setting up something, maybe this or next week. Just play around with it a little bit. You can do an overhead view with both your face and keys in it. I could, but the thing is, it's the mic. I don't have a good way to put the mic. And then again, I have to think about it, because I really don't know how the setup would look. It'll be fun, though. Okay. Good. You're slow. Watch. This is why I really need... Oh, you know what? Yeah, you're right. No one would care. So what I can also do, so the piano is pretty cool. I can actually have it so that some keys are on the left. Like I'm gonna use my hands. Where like I don't actually have anything in the middle. All the keys that are of use are like to the sides. I can do that too. So that way, all the action you can see. Brainstorming. Look how slow you are. That is so slow. You're slow. It's been done before, but I don't know how to set it up. I have to actually take the time to research it. Oops, there we go. Yeah, the keys are easy, but it's the mouse that's going to be a challenge. I don't know how to do that. It take some research, though. I can probably do something with auto hotkey. No, it's going to have mouse. I'm doing the full thing. The full thing. Yeah, it does. It's not directly. I think what it is like a it's a plugin. Like someone made a script or something, or like some add-on to it. It's auto hotkey add-on. That's right. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it'll be pretty fun. Okay. All right. I think it's a pretty good time to wrap up for today. Really appreciate everybody's time and support. They really do. Yeah. It's gonna be pretty fun to like figure out how that the whole setup is gonna go. Pretty good episode. I really appreciate Duct for rating. Thank you for that. Thanks for everybody for sticking around. Yes, burning sleep. I love that emote. Like my favorite emote. All right. Thanks for the chat. We're gonna go ahead and raid Code String. They seem to be playing with bees, and I know we all love bees. They also have 2 hearts somehow. Sorry, Bernie, you can't end. You should just start over. It's midnight. It's time for bed. I'm already overtime. I'm just a little early for the next stream, right? All right, we're sending you to the bees. Have a good night. I'll be back tomorrow. Take care, and bye-bye.